Oh yes, legends, how's everybody doing? Let's analyze the situation for Bitcoin because we have hit the $90,000 target today, and it's a round psychological number, right? We have got a bit of a reaction at $90,000, currently getting a little bit of a pullback, but I do think that we should be coming all the way back up to smash up through those highs. And I'll be explaining throughout this stream. We are still in that parabolic momentum. The last few days have been extremely crazy. As you can see, just yesterday, we were trading at the low $80,000 range. Now, you know you're in a very strong bull market when you start seeing those movements of $5,000 in one day, $10,000, right, in 1 to 2 days. So we get in aggressive moves, which we could also have some very aggressive pullbacks as well, and volatility kicking in. Now, just a quick reminder, in about 30 minutes from now, actually 22 minutes, we do have the inflation rate coming out, okay? So there should be a little bit of volatility now in the next 20 minutes. Inflation rate is coming out, so we would be expecting stock market and the crypto market to get a bit of volatility as this data does come out, legends. We'll be taking a look at some altcoins. Do we still have some of the good opportunities, right, for the next coming weeks? We'll be analyzing that, guys, also today. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Smash up the like button. We got a golden one for you today. We're just getting a bit of some pullbacks now and there, okay, now and there here on some altcoins. Nothing to worry about, of course. This is very much expected. It is going to be a bumpy ride throughout the next coming weeks, okay? So any small little pullback of a few $1,000s, people will be in doubt already if the top is near. But I have to say, guys, I am following the strategy that I have, and I have to let you know that I sold 5% of my Bitcoin holdings, all right? Another 5%, just under $90,000. Didn't manage to catch exactly 90,000, but slightly under $90,000. Sold another 5%, okay, of my crypto holdings. If we do reach $100,000 in the next coming weeks, I will sell another 5%, right? It's a DCAing out strategy. Could we go to $200,000, $300,000 Bitcoin, right, in the next coming months? Well, we just don't know that. Will we enter a massive super cycle? I actually want to know from the people, from the community, from you guys, all right, if you do believe that we will smash above $100,000 in the coming weeks, okay? Let me know right away. I'm going to ask that poll here, and it will be nice to see the answer in the next coming minutes, okay? So let's start here with that poll. You know, are we going to, well, basically your opinion. Do you think we will smash 100K in the coming weeks, guys? Let me know right away in the comments section, okay? What do you think? Do you think we will smash $100,000 in the coming weeks for Bitcoin? Let me know yes or no in the poll that I am asking right now. And as you do so, as you vote on the poll, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. All right. Let me know what people think here. Wow. We got some no's here. We got some no's kicking in. We got some people that are actually saying that we will not get above $100,000. All right. So there are people that are very skeptical about this run to the upside. And I have to say, $90,000 rejection today was, you know, it's round psychological numbers, right? So you can see that volatility at $80,000. When we do take a look at $80,000, right, you do get a bit of choppiness, a bit of volatility. It's a round psychological number. Then obviously $10,000 more, you get the $90,000 range. You got some volatility, some double tops and rejection. Just imagine once the price hits $100,000. This is a very, very psychological barrier. I think I would expect something similar to this right over here, because you're going to see a lot of people interested, right? How many people do you know that's invested in Bitcoin that are saying, I'm going to sell at $100,000, right? I'm going to sell as soon as we cross $100,000, right? So the selling pressure here should be pretty powerful. So you should see those major rejections, just like you're seeing the rejections at $90,000 today. Okay, so we are seeing those rejections here at $90,000 just because it's a nice round number, right? Not because we have any Fibonacci resistance or confluence or whatever or extension. It's just a round psychological number, 90K. And you are getting some selling pressure. Myself, I did sell a small portion of my holdings, 5%, all right, at $90,000, like I've been saying the last few days. I'm following this strategy of DCAing out ever so slightly, never selling all of my Bitcoin or never selling 50% at once, kind of a DCAing out. I do believe that $100,000 is very likely in the coming weeks. So you may ask, why are you selling then? Well, it's a DCA strategy. I don't know for a certain that we are going to get to $100,000, but I think it's very much possible, right? We are in a very, very bullish market structure. We are starting to see on Google Trends, okay, we are seeing retail jumping in. This is the initial signs that we wanted to see, guys, for many months. Till we do not see this spiking up and seeing retail getting that attention, right, which we are. I'm getting messages from people that I haven't spoken for years. So that is like the initial stages of okay, we are in bull hyped situation here, and we are likely going to see higher levels. And this is the moment where a lot of retail are going to FOMO into some different coins that are pumping, right? And such as Bitcoin and other altcoins that are rallying, okay? This doesn't mean that the peak is right now and we're going to roll over. That's it. It's the end of the bull run. Usually when you see this, it does take several weeks, even months. You can see in December, January, February, right? You get Google Trends going absolutely bananas, and this does take a few months. You suddenly don't see a bunch of retail and FOMO that lasts 2-3 days. No, it takes weeks and even months, and you get more people joining in. Obviously, the last ones being the ones most effective, right? So we just seen the initial stages of retail jumping in, and this is worldwide, okay? People searching for Bitcoin on Google. It was pretty flat throughout the last few months, and now it is real. We got the projection of people are interested in Bitcoin, right? We can see already that momentum, coming to the upside. This is likely to continue, right? It's likely to continue for a few more months, all right? So it's still good, but it's not the moment to be hyped up and, basically buy the highs. Like I said, Bitcoin, I'm actually starting to DCA out slowly and consistently. I'm still much interested in buying a lot of the altcoins because I realize that they lag behind. The speculation on Bitcoin goes down to the L1s, right, to the high cap coins, and then to the mid cap coins. You will see that, guys, in the next coming weeks, how we're going to start seeing some altcoins absolutely rocketing. So anyway, where could we find support? Right here, right now. We can find support right over here, right now. Okay. This is a speculative long position that I believe that you could get in. I mean, no financial advice, but yeah, I do believe that this area could maintain as support. Now, I'm going to give the brief explanation. Of course, we'll be taking a look at the Bitcoin technical analysis. All right. But first of all, let's dive in through the comment section, say hello. And I want to take a look at some, different news and stuff, but we'll be focusing on Bitcoin mainly eventually. Yesterday, we had also one of the largest inflows on the Bitcoin ETF, 1,114 million inflows, over $1 billion of inflows just yesterday. The hype is real. The accumulation is real. So yeah, bull run is, we are in very strong uptrend, and the pullbacks should be taken as an opportunity, especially for those altcoins that haven't rallied just quite too much yet, right? I want to be taking a look at the total market capitalization, the Bitcoin dominance getting a little bit of a recovery right now. We've still not seen the initial stages of the big leg down where we've seen major altcoin season. This is likely to happen in the next coming weeks, so it's going to be a bumpy ride. It is going to be a bumpy ride, all right, for the altcoins. You're going to see some pullback, especially if Bitcoin does so, but there are some altcoins, regardless, that if they are at, at rock bottom levels, you could see some slight losses, unrealized losses that you need to maintain for the next coming weeks. Okay. I mean, not you, I'm talking for myself, but I'm saying you as the audience, okay? No financial advice, as always. It's just going to be a rocky, it's just going to be a little bit complex, right, to hold. You're going to see some corrections, some volatility, and altcoins do take a little bit of time, right? Even though you're going to start seeing the initial pumps like we're seeing, you're going to see some sharp corrective moves, which for me, in my opinion, are just going to be great opportunities. So let's dive in through the comment section first of all, and we'll go through some technical analysis on the price of Bitcoin, and we will go through some altcoins, just to give you my perspective on what I do think could happen, right, in the next coming days, also the coming weeks, just so we can play, right, this market correctly, right, being most defensive overall, protecting our capital. Do not FOMO into major altcoins that have pumped 300%, such as Peanut. I mean, I'm not sure how this one is doing. Let's take a look at Peanut. Got someone giving me a super chat yesterday saying, could you take a look at Peanut? Is this one still absolutely rocketing? All right. Yeah, it's still getting that volatility, of course, in this range. But this is a coin that I would not be interested to buy here, despite of it going to higher levels. All right. There is extreme risk here to actually have a major correction, right? So let's go through comment section. Let me just quickly take a look at the poll to see if people believe, right, that we are going to smash through $100,000 in the next coming weeks. I would really like to know your opinion on that situation. Okay, so what do people think here? We got over 300 votes at the moment. So do you think we will smash $100,000 in the coming weeks? 70% of the people say yes. 70% of people say yes. 30%, 29% of people are saying no, that we are not going to smash above $100,000. Without a doubt, it's going to be a strong psychological number. There is a lot of people that want to sell at $100,000, despite the super cycle and despite Bitcoin going to $1 million in the future. People want to take profits, right? People want to take profits. Smart money want to take profits. The ones that have been investing throughout the last couple of years, they have a massive return on their investment, right? If you put a few $1 million, you have 3-4x, right? If you have been buying Bitcoin the last 1 to 2 years, right? At 20K, 25K. So there's big profits, all right? And people are going to be taking profits, guys. It's just how it works, right? Of course, we still have the initial FOMO. We do see Google Trends, right, just starting to spike up. So we're getting retail jumping in just now throughout the last few weeks. We see it on Google Trends. This likely is going to continue, right? So let's go right away through comment section. I can see 𝗬𝗫𝗿𝗫. Shout out to you, my man. Much love to you. Morning, Andy. Much love. Looking forward to your expertise on the next move. Thank you, MT. Absolute legend. Let's go right away through the Bitcoin analysis. Pac-Man, my brother, Sing Games. Hello, everybody. I'm glad you are here. Got Jackie Wood. I got my mother in the comment section giving power as always. Sin Games, much love to you, my man. Crypto Big Brains, let's go legend. Andy is in the house. Yes, I am. Nice blow off top yesterday. This movement to the upside was pretty explosive, right? We just almost had a $10,000 move in 24 hours, right? More like 24 to 48 hours, right? We were trading on Sunday round about the $80,000 range, and in 48 hours, a $10,000 move on Bitcoin. You know that you are in bull market when you move $10,000 in less than 24 hours, right? In less than 48 hours, sorry. You know, I was very much expecting these kind of big swings that were going to happen at some point. And when you have them, you know that you are in very, very strong bullish momentum. So yeah, anyway, let's go right away. Nice blow off top yesterday, yes. Hola Andy, hello. Ox the Doctor, how's it going? Let's go legends. Salim, Hugo, Rain Fonts. He is taking profits. No, I'm not, I have taken profits. I did say, guys, I've been saying this throughout the last few days. Once Bitcoin hits $90,000, which it did, I didn't actually sell at $90,000. It was slightly below this morning, I have to say, because we only just ever so slightly got above $90,000. Took 5%, guys. Sold 5% of my spot Bitcoin bag. It's part of the plan. If we hit $100,000, I'll sell another 5%. we could be in the verge of a super cycle. We could be going to $150,000 or $200,000. This is why we don't sell all of the bags. But I've been buying Bitcoin for many years right now, and these are fair, you know, the profits look insane. So we just need to, guys. We need to, even though it hurts, even though we believe that $200,000 Bitcoin is possible, right, in 2025, we need to take profits just to stay on the safe side. All right. So it's part of the strategy, DCAing out as we break all-time high and move $10,000 consistently to the upside. It has to be done. We got Jason Casper yesterday joining the live stream, you know, giving a super chat just so you could see the super chat that he said that he sold 20% of his spot Bitcoin holdings at $85,000 yesterday. So yeah, of course, I mean, this man has been buying Bitcoin also throughout many years. I've known Jason since 2021. And, you know, he's been in the game for many years, and I know he has been holding Bitcoin and buying Bitcoin. So it does make sense to say, hey, it was part of his strategy to sell 20% of his spot bags. Aggressive, right? It's aggressive take profit. You know, I'm scaling out ever so slightly, you know, just 5%, then another 5%, right? And he just said, look, it was part of my game plan. I sold 20% of my spot bags at $85,000. So, I mean, good for him. You know, it's without a doubt, it'll be, you know, big profits. I know he's been buying for the last few years. It's Tuesday. Yes, it is, my man. It is. It's Tuesday. Did I say Monday or Wednesday? Data is on Wednesday. Okay, hang on a second. My bad. That is true. My bad. I don't know why, for some reason, I thought this was today. This is tomorrow, guys. My bad. Yeah, just thought this was today. So my bad. My mistake here, guys. We can still be good with positions at 5:30 UAE time in about 5 minutes. We do not have any news. The inflation is tomorrow. My bad. I don't know why I believed that was today. Good sound. Thank you, my man. Let's go right away and continue through the comment section. Then we go through the price of Bitcoin. All right. We'll be doing some internal analysis because a lot of people might believe, is $90,000 the top? Are we going to get a much larger pullback, or are we just getting a pullback right now and we should be hitting $90,000 in the next coming hours, maybe between today and tomorrow? Is that possible, or will we get a sharper pullback? I want to explain a little bit of what is going on inside of this range, focusing more in the range, in the levels where we could get some scalping day trading opportunities, because we just so bullish. If you know what would be a good level to buy, right? You know, $75,000, right? If we get a pullback down here, but the question is, will we get that pullback, right? I am here to look for scalping day trading opportunities. If I talk about higher time frame levels, we just might not hit those levels in the next coming weeks or maybe coming months, right? So we want to look internally of what the heck is going on here in this pump. What are the signs of weakness? What are the signs of strength? What levels are we interested in to get into some scalping trading setups, right? Some successful scalps where we can manage our risk very, very well. That's what we'll be talking about, because right now we are in a parabolic run throughout the last few months with higher lows, and this could be a multiple 1 2 1 2 1 2 boom boom, and we're just building up the third wave here, which is just going absolutely crazy. So believing that we are going to get pullbacks, and I'm interested in longing down here, well, you know, that just might not happen today or tomorrow or maybe in the next coming weeks. So we want to focus more internally here with this run to the upside. Analyze a little bit of this data that is happening right over here and see if there is any possibilities inside of this range. Okay, we're not going to go and zoom out because it looks very, very bullish, right? We've had massive swings to the upside. Your question is, could we get a deeper pullback, or could we just choppy and then get another rise above $90,000? Well, this is what we're going to discuss eventually, right? We are interested in scalps, in day trades. Have to say, shorting the market is extremely difficult at the moment The only good level for a short that I was discussing with 𝗕𝗏𝘆 this morning in the Legends trading community is, hey, double top at $90,000. $90,000 is a round psychological number that you are going to see some selling pressure right there. So if you want to speculate on internal double tops at the $90,000, right? Not because it's a massive confluence level. We are in price discovery. It's just a round psychological number that you are going to see selling pressure, right? How many people you might have thought, you might have heard, I'm selling at 90K. I'm selling at 100K, right? A nice round number. Well, that's why we do get those tops at these round numbers. 90K, yeah, we've got a rejection of a few $1,000s just for that simple reason. It's just a nice round number where to take profits or get into shorts, right? So, the best level, obviously, early this morning would have been, speculating on a double top at $90,000, right? For a short scalp day trade. So that is the main reason why we've been getting rejected right over there. So I want to focus right now on what is happening internally here in this range, and we can jump into some altcoins, okay? But let's look for some possible scalping opportunities. And I do believe that this area could hold, all right? It could hold. So far we are holding. I am in a speculative long position in this area, okay? We are holding. It's a speculative long, and we are starting to form some bullish CVD divergence. You're getting this here on YouTube, right? You're getting the data here on YouTube, but this is actually a zone where it could possibly bounce. Yeah, we have lost the sweep of the lows, right, from this range that we formed early this morning between yesterday and today. So we're kind of trading beneath these lows, right? This was an idea as well. Kind of create a swing failure pattern, but this is also another idea of a possibility of forming a higher low. And it all has to do with this high over here, right? All has to do with this high. If we were to break down, then I would have to speculate that, potentially we do have a multiple 1-2, 1-2, or, I don't see this as an impulsive move just because this wave 4 has retraced too much, right? If we do see this as a wave 3. So there is a chance, I have to say, there is a chance of this being a zigzag, an ABC structure. It is very much possible. It is very much possible, even though the C wave has been a little bit overextended. On a C wave, you want to see the 1-to-1 or the 1-3-8-2, right? Round about that zone from a zigzag. Not almost a 3.618, right? That is more of a third wave. 1.618, 2.618, 3.618 from an extensive move to the downside. So there is some doubts. It's probably just been a sharp C wave zigzag, right? To claim some liquidity from over leveraged long positions, which had stop losses all the way down here and bring a little bit of fear in the market, okay? So overall, when I do take a look at this momentum to the downside, when I'm looking at this as an impulse, right? If I'm speculating that we've got a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, we're going to sweep up the lows here, right? The only thing that has happened here with this wave 4 is that we've hit the golden pocket. So golden pocket as an invalidation of a wave 4, the proper hard invalidation would be overlapping the wave 1. In this case, it is sitting at $88,900. So that is the proper hard invalidation. But a 618 is also an invalidation. It's usually very steep for a wave 4. Usually retraces to 382 or 50%. So the fact that we've gone all the way up here is telling me, all right, there is a chance for this to be a zigzag. Just a corrective structure. Sweep up the lows, liquidity grab, get, a lot of tension here at the 618, 78, bullish CVD divergence and form a higher low and get a recovery. I have to say there is a chance for that, all right? Of course, what would be the most conservative target, right? We're going to talk about what if the movement comes down, right? What if the price does break down? Is there a possibility of a multiple 1-2, 1-2 here? And we're just going to form a third wave down. Well, if we do take a look at this, the second wave 1 and 2, which should be part of a larger third wave, is much larger than the first 1-2. which is very unusual, right? The second 1-2, you want it shorter in time, okay, and also in price action for that third wave. So it wouldn't make sense for this to be a double 1-2. This is why I'm leaning on the side that, hey, this could be a zigzag. This could be a very aggressive zigzag that's just swept some liquidity, and we could form a higher low right over here, especially when you are seeing, you know, some pretty nice shorts jumping in here. There are some pretty nice shorts. You haven't got quite bullish CVDs on Bybit just yet, but you do have on the rest of exchanges. So you are getting some selling pressure jumping in here at the lows, and it is holding, okay? It is ever so slightly holding, so there is a chance of getting a bit of absorption here. There could be some absorption of short positions entering, which is just creating fresh liquidity here to get a higher low and spike back up. All right, so I like this small little consolidation. You know, I am giving a chance for the bulls to maintain this range. We are seeing some shorts entering here quite aggressively on Bybit. There's just been 11 million right throughout the last 30 minutes, 2.6 million right over here, and you are seeing on the rest of exchanges as well some shorts entering the market. You're forming those higher lows on the price action. You are getting lower lows on the CVD, meaning that people are shorting right over here. People are interested in shorting and pushing the price down, which they could very much successfully. It could happen, but there are some bullish CVDs. This for an impulsive move down doesn't look too effective just yet. It doesn't look right just because this wave 4 has been too aggressive to the upside. So there is a chance here. Now the question is, what if the price does break down? Okay, what if the price does wick down beneath this low? And, you know, is there any support? Is there any quick bounce, right? Is there any quick bounce just like this one that happened right over here? Is this a good double bottom level? Is it a good level to sweep up the low and get an epic bounce? Okay. Well, if we do consider the possibility of this being an impulsive move down, which it still could. I mean, the hard invalidation is to overlap the wave 1, which it didn't, but it hit the 618, which is already, you know, not usual for a wave 4. Let's leave it that way. So if we were to move down there, you know, I'm a little bit in doubt of maybe it's not a wave 5 and it could break down to much lower levels just purely based on a double 1-2 1-2, and you're just forming a very aggressive impulsive move in the formation of a third wave. So I just want to be a little bit cautious on the possibility that the price could dip down aggressively, and I would take this double bottom possibility with a pinch of salt. Okay, I would take this double bottom with a pinch of salt just in case price moves down very aggressively. Now I want to talk about the levels of support here, right? Levels of possible support where the price could initially bounce, right? If we are going to catch a falling knife, just like this falling knife right over here, right? It did get a very nice bounce of almost 2,000, yeah, just over $2,000, over $2,000, right? We want to try and spot where could the price get those initial bounces. So when we do zoom in here and take a look at the price action, we do have a small little consolidation here. It has left a high volume node. Now we want to look at some Fibonacci levels, okay? We want to take a look at Fibonacci. It does look like the price wants to claim those lows. We have retraced ever so far right now. It does look like it's going to wick down from those lows. But yeah, we've hit the 0.88 right now, which is unusual for a higher low to form right there. Very unusual to form a higher low at the 0.88, so this can be an impulsive move back up in a wave 2. We've already retraced too much, which is giving high probability to take out that low despite having a bounce here. So it looks like that the lows here internally want to be taken. They do want to be taken. There we go. We've just taken those lows right now. So Not too confident about this double bottom. Not too confident about this double bottom. Just wanting to get ready for a trading scenario here. Not too confident about this double bottom. Yeah, not too confident about getting into a long here at this double bottom. Price is under the lows. I do think we could squeeze down to lower levels. I just don't see this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just because this wave 4 has retraced too much. I do see the possibility of a 1, 2, 1, 2 bang, and then this is going to go to much lower levels. So we want to be very, very cautious as well. We obviously want to long. This is still a very strong bullish market structure, but we want to realize where could we get the best levels, right? Because I know that we could be going to lower levels. Imagine all the people that are longing these small pullbacks and they're just adding to the position right now because they believe that the price will reverse. This is really not the way how to do it, because this could push down. There is something about this movement to the downside that I don't like, and I do see it, having a chance going to lower levels. So the most conservative trading setup that we would have here is a breakout of the lower high resistance trend, kind of a bump and run scenario, a little bit of a bump and run right there, where you're testing low here. Yes, you could get a bounce from this level. I'm not quite liking it. And then obviously look for the recovery in the next coming hours, break out the lower high resistance of this trend. And, I do see the safer side of trying to jump in to the reversal once we get it here. Yeah, but double bottom is possible. I mean, it is possible. I'm not quite liking it. We're already getting that reaction, a little bit of a recovery here. Yeah, without a doubt, I do see, especially if we do break above today's point of control, that would be, if it does happen in the next coming hours, if we break today's point of control, which is with the lower high resistance trend line, it's also the neckline here from, this possible double bottom scenario, then eventually I would expect the price to push here to the upside. So there is a chance of jumping into a breakout strategy here. I mean, it could be a fake out as well. We just need a managed risk, but we want to break out. We want to jump into the momentum as we're still in very strong bullish market structure. But there is, there is something about this low that I do not like. So let's talk about some other levels of support here that I would prefer. And let's start getting some fib levels. From this consolidation, the latest move to the upside, I mean, everything has just been so strong that you got multiple higher lows here to take a look at Fibonacci. I mean, it does make sense from this last move since yesterday. This run to the upside, we got the golden pocket, which is where we have the point of control from this consolidation. It is an interesting area. It is an interesting area to see. It's basically an order block, right? You got a bit of an order block right there that could provide that support. So it's going to be an interesting zone. This might be a good swing long attempt right there. You got golden pocket from this low. You got the order block. And regarding this, I just don't like it as a 5-wave move down, just because of the 4th wave has retraced to the golden pocket. But overall, this movement, this level, where it could bounce, it could definitely climb all the way up to have an attempt and sweep up those lower highs. I mean, this would be kind of the trading setup that I would be interested in here. The double bottom does not look great. I have to say, it's not the most beautiful double bottom that I would want to enter here on this aggressive pullback with high volume, right? High volume move to the downside. Not liking this double bottom. So there is that risk as well here eventually of this being a double 1-2-1-2. Yeah, it's best area in my opinion would be that golden pocket. Golden pocket, we're going to be eyeing that level here. I'm going to set some alerts, check the reaction, and if we do get a reaction at that zone, there could be a possibility of sweeping up these lows. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Ever so slightly get beneath the golden pocket from this pivot low and sweep up the lows of this consolidation right over here, because this is an order block. It is an order block on the higher time frames, and you could just quickly just sweep up the lows, golden pocket from this move to the upside, and then get the bounce. Yeah, it's the level of interest without a doubt. And this is round about $84,500. Price does want to hold here. It does want to try. It is trying to find the double bottom right there. I mean, you could have a very, very small speculative scalp long position with a small stop loss beneath the low. It is trying to hold. It is trying to hold here as a double bottom. Not quite liking it though myself. I would want to see a sign of strength instead of trying to catch this bottom. Just because of the waves here, I do realize that, you know, it could go to ever so slightly lower levels. I would rather get into a confirmation breakout. And if we were to break out from the point of control of today, you know, there is a long setup. If that does happen, we get a V-shaped recovery. You got the double bottom right there. If this does manage to break out from here, from the point of control, you know, you basically got a breakout trade. The risk to reward will not be that huge, but you are looking for a 2.5, 2-to-1 risk to reward, you know, with your stop loss if you get that breakout from the point of control of today, which is with the lower high resistance trend as well. But yeah, trying to catch the bottom, you know, this would be a chance. I mean, your stop loss could be extremely small. Beneath the low, I mean, it has a chance of a double bottom. We love double bottoms. I'm just not quite buying this one at the moment. Not buying this double bottom. There is something about this double bottom that I do not like, and that has to do with this. You know, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fourth wave has retraced too much. Not quite liking it. Let's go. CPI 24 hours away. Yes, I know. Yes, my man. It is. Data is on Wednesday. It is tomorrow. Vamos, Andy. Gracias por todo. Rag Capital. How are you doing, my man? Much love. Double bottom on the 3-minute chart. Lol. Of course. Noob. No, of course. Hey, what do you mean double bottom on the 3-minute? Of course, double bottoms happen on the 1-hourly chart, on the 3-minute chart. Get the fuck out of here. Of course it does happen. Look at this. This is also a double top on the 3-minute. Get the heck out of here. So, yeah. Bruce. I am short, says Crypto Lifer. My man, much love to you. In a short position. Crypto Lifer. Absolutely epic. Yeah, from this, get, you know, $90,000 was, you know, a round psychological number. So it was worth getting into a short position. Not because there's confluence there, just it's because it's $90,000. Just because, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, you know, my temper. I lost my temper there. My apologies. But yeah, this was actually a pretty good shorting scenario. $90,000. You got the double top right there on the 3-minute or the 5-minute. It doesn't matter the time frame. It's a double top regardless. 90,000 round psychological number. And, you know, we know that we have selling pressure. I did sell 5% of my spot bags. You know, well, it was actually a little later, right? I did not manage to sell exactly at $90,000. But I did sell ever so slightly around about $89,000 range here this morning. just because it's part of my strategy. So overall, I want to see here the opinion of the people in the comment section about, will we hit over $100,000 in the coming weeks? We have 74% of people saying yes. I do also believe so. I also believe that we are getting above $100,000. It's just we've hit this, it is about time to get a little bit of a cool off after this huge major rally that we've had. And now we want to try and detect what are the best, levels to see if we can find some proof of support. And, the best level that I do see at the moment, which we are very close to, I'm not liking this double bottom. All right. Would be this order block right there. Would be that small little order block zone that could get supported. And it would be nice to actually sweep up the lows. If you were to sweep up these lows of this range, it could be a quickie. It could be a quickie where you move down aggressively, you start sweeping up these lows, and I would take these pivot lows as your risk management levels to get that V-shaped recovery, right? The faster it moves down, the better, because you want fast moves down to get fast moves up. So sweep up those lows, get ready for a possible swing failure pattern at those levels, which I do think, could be happening throughout the next coming hours. And if not, the most conservative thing to do is to wait for a sign of strength. And of course, you may ask, what would be a sign of strength here for the price of Bitcoin? To realize that instead of trying to catch the bottom, right, or look for liquidity grabs, which is, a great strategy overall, because you can manage risk. You get the low, you get the recovery, stop loss beneath the low. You're looking for that possible, quick dead cat bounce. The sign of strength would be just breaking out lower high resistance and today's point of control, where we have today's highest volume node. I mean, that could end up as well as a swing failure pattern. You could test today's point of control, right, where we have the highest volume node, and reject very aggressively from it. So it's not going to be an easy trade if we were to get, above that level. Unless we break out from it, we form a little bit of a zigzag scenario, and then, we're looking for that long on the retracement. So not going to be easy overall. Not going to be easy. For the moment, this is our first zone of support. Let's see how we hit those levels. We're going to hit those levels right now in the next coming minutes potentially. And what I do not like about this movement, I do not see it as a 5-wave to the downside. There is something about this that I do not like as a 5-wave move down. Just because the wave 4 has retraced over the golden pocket, and that is an invalidation for a wave 4. So there is something about this being a double 1-2 that could get a little bit more aggressive than we expect. So we'll be analyzing the scenarios right away. So yeah, 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗶𝗴, my man, much love to you. My short is printing, absolutely epic. Absolutely epic, my man. I missed out on the short today. If I would have shorted, I would have shorted the double top here at $90,000. This was a little bit too early for me. I was not awake just yet. Not in front of the charts anyway, but if I would have speculated on a double top, it would have been at the $90,000. Let me know, 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗶𝗴, where did you enter your short position? Would be nice to see. I'm not sure if 𝗬𝗿𝗆𝗽𝗶𝗴 is live right now, but would be nice to know. Short until is not too late. Short until it's not too late. What about the CME futures gap? We can talk about the CME futures gap right away. Let's take a look at the CME futures gap, see what's going on. We got that CME futures gap, yes. What about it? It is there. It is there. We also have there is a few CME futures gap that we haven't filled yet. Also, right? We've got an ever so slightly small CME futures gap at $54,000. So my question is, will we fill this one, right, in the coming weeks? So we do have that CME futures gap also. Not that interested in CME futures gap, but it is there. It is there, and that is in between $77,000 and $80,000. So you know what they say, over 95% of the CME futures gap do get filled. We do have one at $9,000. We also have one at $20,000. We also have one here at $54,000. So this is not a major rule. I think that we need to come down and fill it in the next coming days. There's no major strategy behind the CME gaps. It could get filled today. It could get filled in 3 weeks. So, yeah, it's not really something to take into consideration regarding look for the price to go to the 200 MA on the 15-minute. Right, let's get some of those moving averages. Let's get some of those moving averages here. �criPtoLifer, much love to you, brother. Let's go right away and take a look at some EMAs, which I do not use. I do not use EMAs, but we can get them out here. Moving average, exponential, 200, 15 minutes. Let's pull it on the chart. Let's get the moving average magic. Let's getting the moving average magic. There we go. We got the 15-minute 200 exponential moving average, which is right over here, where we do have a bit of confluence. We do have that point of control. We got that order block right there. It is the golden pocket from this pivot low. I want to take a look here at the extensions. I want to take a look at the extension here from this movement to the downside. The 3.618 extension from this move, from this wave, is ever so slightly below us. Could get supported from that 3.618 extension as well. It kind of wants to create the double bottom, right? It's not breaking through. But overall, there we go. The moving average, 15-minute. I like it. I like this moving average. It seems like it has been respecting as support here throughout last weekend. Well, the question is, will we get supported from that 15-minute 200 moving average? It's the real life, man. MAs, no, okay. MAs, no EMAs for me. I am a simple guy. Absolute legend, guys. If you do not know who �criPtoLifer is, go and check him out. He is here in the comment section. He provides great education. Shout out to you, my man. �criPtoLifer is here in the comment section. Go and check him out. I did a collaboration with him already. I don't know when that was. Sam, was it about a year ago or 2 years ago? Long time, my man. Shout out to you and much love. Let's go. 𝗬cie is going to $4. Absolutely. God bless you, Flippo. How are you doing? Can I get 333? 𝗵𝗔𝗿𝗄𝗽. It's also the 618 Fibonacci extension, says Sin Games. The 618 Fibonacci extension. �criPtoLifer, you have a great education system video section in your 99 group. Yes, he has for sure. I also have one. I also have a very good education system that you can check out. But much love to �criPtoLifer. Yeah, shout out to him. Smash up the like button, guys. Andy, let's go with Aptos, please. We can take a look at many altcoins, okay? It looks like Bitcoin wants to get that double bottom. It wants to try and get that double bottom. We got �criPtoLifer's 15-minute moving average, right? Round about this zone where we have a little bit of the confluence. We have an order block right there on the higher time frames. We've got a high volume node. It is the golden pocket from this consolidation where we had the last leg up here. So it is an interesting zone, and it would be even better to see a liquidity grab beneath these lows of the order block. But it kind of wants to create the double bottom, right? It wants to create the double bottom. I wasn't too I wasn't liking this double bottom too much, but it does look like it is there. It is happening in front of our eyes right now at the moment, right? It wants to double bottom right there from the lows that we did create a few hours ago. Let's go right away and go. I went all in on Shiba Inu at 0.0275. Am I a retard? No, of course not. Nobody's a retard here. Don't say that. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Let's take a look at some altcoins, guys, right away. We can focus on Bitcoin right now in the next coming minutes, but let's take a look at Shiba Inu, which is SHIB, right? I don't know even the ticker symbol. I can't remember. SHIB. Shiba Inu 275. You FOMO'd in. You basically FOMO'd in as we were testing a major lower high that actually created a liquidity grab right over there. Oh my goodness. You did actually get in almost at the highs. If you did buy on spot, I have to say that you're just going to have to hold on. If you got into a leverage trade, stay cautious. You know, this was no level to get into a long position unless you have a relatively tight invalidation. You know, there could be actually a pretty good long position on Shiba Inu in this area. You kind of broke out a little bit of the momentum, which could be a fake out. It could be a fake out. There's strong uptrend momentum on Shiba Inu. You know what would be epic, which you know you probably would not expect, is actually seeing Shiba Inu to come down to the golden pocket from this latest run to the upside. It's kind of a flash crash liquidity grab. We do get these guys in the bull run. People FOMO in at higher levels, just like my man here in the comment section. Don't do that, guys. We want to be very, very cautious. We don't want to be the last guys long in, right? And if we do want to long, but we want to long on retracements, on double bottoms, right? We want to be very specific with our long entries, not long the pump, guys. This is extremely dangerous, and especially do not add to the position and use high leverage on altcoins, because there will be a moment that you will be underwater and you will be emotional and you will add to the position and you will believe that it will reverse at some point, and you just get those flash crashes to the downside. And here, if you just use a 5x leverage just on Shiba with this move, you're almost getting liquidated, right? Even a 5-6x is a lot for a meme coin when you get these big swings, right? This has dropped 17% today. If you're using a 6x leverage, that is you liquidated if you shorted from here, if you longed from here, sorry, right? So 6x is a lot. Low leverage 2 to 3x on meme coins, right, or altcoins. Be cautious, guys, on these flash crashes, right? On these quick, you know, basically long squeezes, which they are natural, they are healthy for the market. So if we were to get that long squeeze right now to continue on Shiba Inu, you know, a great level would be sweeping up this area, which is the golden pocket from the start of the leg up, right? It's the movement here started from here, just on Sunday. It would be nice to actually get a little bit lower levels and get the reaction at the golden pocket. Guys, if you are interested in trading Shiba Inu, you do have it on Bybit. You also have 𝗖𝗄𝗃 with the lowest fees, and you got Bluffin. Now there is a war of whales. There is a competition going on. Make sure to sign up, guys. You got the direct link down below. Join the Bitcoinsensus squad, okay? Because there is over $8 million, okay, of prize pool. Trading volume, yeah, I think, I'm not sure what's the prize pool actually, cumulative trading volume. The prize pool is pretty high. And this competition is going to be going throughout the next coming weeks, guys. Make sure to join. You do get also 10% cash back on Bluffin. You can trade Shiba Inu and many other different altcoins. Make sure to check it out. You have the direct link down below in the description for Bluffin to get 10% cash back, guys. You deposit $1,000, you're getting $100 right on top of that as cash back. And join the competition because we have a possible, you know, a possible chance to win the prize pool. Check it out, guys. Bluffin. You do have a lot of cryptos right there. So we're ending up with this double bottom. I didn't quite like this double bottom. I didn't quite like this double bottom. We're already getting a bounce of, you know, $1,000 from that double bottom. A little bit choppy. We are coming into this, you know, support resistance flip. It's going to be very interesting. This is going to be a zone for me of decision. Where if we do get up there to this level, my next interesting trading zone for either a short or a long is going to be here, just because it's the point of control. This double bottom, I didn't like it too much. I didn't like this double bottom too much, just purely based on the possibility of I don't like this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5s usually do create failed auctions, double bottoms, right? You got a 5 impulsive move down, and the 5th wave at some point is going to get that reversal to sweep up the 4th wave, right? If this were to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you get the ABC that sweeps up the highs right over there. It's very classic regarding Elliott wave theory. However, I just did not like this because I am aware of this being a double 1, 2. And when you take a look at this 3rd wave, you have retraced to the golden pocket right there. And that is very unusual for a 4th wave, if not an invalidation. It's too steep for a 4th wave. So there was something about this that I did not like, to finish a 5th wave right over here and double bottom. You know, when the planets do not align, I do not take the trade, right? I need the planets to align with the strategy. If not, I will not take the trade. So the next interesting zone for Bitcoin for me is going to be that point of control of today. The point of control of today is going to be an area of decision making. Why? Because you have the point of control from today's price action. You have the proven level of resistance. I mean, we did get resistance from today's point of control, right? Just a few hours ago, right over here. So it is a resistance point. You know, will the price manage to smash through from this level? Or will it get a rejection? Will it get a liquidity grab and reject from it? We got the lower high resistance trend line. Regardless, it's going to be an interesting level. But I think it could successfully break out. It's a trading decision zone, either for a short or for a long, because you either get resistance and a liquidity grab above those lower highs from today and get a pretty decent pullback, or you successfully break out if you do not swing failure pattern. If you successfully, if you successfully break out from here, you got low high resistance, right? You got that mini bump and run scenario on the 3-minute time frame. You got a mini bump and run, which is, usually you would want to see this pattern on higher time frames, right? Not on the 3-minute time frame, but it's a small little bump and run. You had a bump phase this morning, right? Getting that drop with high volume. You know, if you do get that successful breakout above the lower high resistance, which is in confluence with the point of control of today, that has been proven to be resistance. I mean, if you get a solid breakout here, the retracement could be interesting to get into that long position. We want to see a solid breakout above point of control, lower high resistance, and a breakout from this lower high, right? We've proven resistance point. Because it could be a fake out, it could be a liquidity grab, right? So if you do get that back up and back down from the level, it could definitely get a rejection of several $100s, right? If not over $1,000. So this is a trading decision point, either for a short or a long. We're gonna have to see the reaction. But yeah, this was not an easy long position. This double bottom was not an easy long position, I have to say. The price has bounced over $1,000. Let's check where VWAP is. VWAP is very far away. Oh man. Matter of fact, we got VWAP. We do have VWAP where we have today's point of control. So we got extra confluence right there with the VWAP. We got lower high resistance. We got point of control of today. We got the VWAP, session VWAP, that is. Lot of confluence. This is going to be an interesting area on how the price does develop right there. If it will just liquidity grab from these lower highs, or will it successfully break above the VWAP and the trend line, right? And look for that momentum to continue. We're going to have to see how the price develops right there. It's a sleeping giant. Which one? We're going to take a look at some altcoins, okay? A little bit of the levels here on Bitcoin, keeping it relatively simple. Looks like that we are forming that double bottom. Missed out on this long, just wasn't too convinced of entering a long position, even though your risk management could have been absolutely epic, right? It's a long shot that you could have taken, right, at the lows as you recover, give or take a bit of room on your stop loss, and possibly aim for the VWAP, the point of control. Could get that recovery here in this local double bottom. So it was a chance. Now the next interest zone for me is either coming back down, sweeping up this low, hitting this order block zone. Would be nice for an SFP at this level, which is with the golden pocket from this pivot to the pivot high. I like that level. Would be turning into like a triple bottom situation or a descending wedge. Would speculate on that support. Would speculate on that support for the bounce, or come up to this level and see how we react there, because this is either a short or a long on the breakout to claim new highs, right? We're in very bullish market structure, so there's no reasons to believe that 90,000 was the top, right? There's no reasons. It's been a local top for the moment, but there's no reasons to believe that it's the top right now for the next coming weeks just yet. Let's take a look at some altcoins right away for the community. Make sure to destroy the like button. It is time for comment section, guys. Sorry, I was just focusing on Bitcoin, on the different levels, the different possibilities. Let me know if you jumped into this long position. I didn't like it too much. Okay, I didn't like it just purely based on these waves. I did see this extending a little bit lower. If you have done, the price has already bounced $1,000. It's already bounced $1,000 from that double bottom internally here on the lower time frames. But let's take a look at some altcoins, right? Let's go through comment section and let's see if we do have some altcoins, because I've been buying a couple of altcoins throughout the last couple of days. DAG has been one of my latest ones. Also 𝗬𝗨 Network. I bought some 𝗬𝗨 Network, which looks very interesting. I can share the chart with you. And this is regarding spot buys, okay? I've actually used a bit of my Bitcoin profits to buy some altcoins, guys. I know it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. How risky is that? Well, no, guys. That's how the market works. This is how the crypto cycle works. I'm taking profits of my Bitcoin holdings. I know it sounds like you mad. You are mad. Why would you do that? Why would you take profits from your Bitcoin? Because I've been buying Bitcoin throughout the last few years, right? And I'm happy with the with the profits. And I know there's major opportunities on altcoins, which we are going to take a look at in this stream, guys. And this is why I need you to destroy the like button. We have been spotting major altcoins the last few weeks, especially the L1 projects, guys. ADA, Avalanche, all of these ones, guys. This is going to pop. It's going to pop if you're not positioned in this consolidation. Once it pops, there's nothing I can do. Will we go higher? Maybe. Could we correct more? Maybe also. This is the consolidation. You want to be inside of the pump. You don't want to get into the pump, right? Because this could correct. This could just continue to the downside. We could specifically do some analysis on these levels, but also ADA, also Polkadot, also Avalanche. Avalanche started to rip throughout the last 24 hours. However, it did get a little bit of a pullback, but we've been talking about Avalanche throughout the last week, okay? Hey, Avalanche is ready. We got this inverted head and shoulder. We've been talking about it throughout the last week, guys. We're likely going to form a higher low right there, and it's going to pop out. So if you're buying spot Avalanche, or you've been buying, I don't know, or maybe on low leverage positions, which low leverage means a 2-3x, right? If you're getting into a 5-10x on these ones, it is overall quite a bit of leverage, too high of leverage. But we've been talking about this pop out. and it's happened. So now the question is, I'm not really too interested here. We could pull back down to the neckline. I wanted to be already inside of this. This is why we're taking a look at new mid-cap coins, and this is why we do have, Constellation.app, which I think is massive accumulation zone here in this area, and this still hasn't popped out. The moment it pops, I want to be inside of that position already. I think Constellation.app is a great option. We also have 𝗲𝗫 network. This one is everything in the crypto industry. This is in AI. It's this one, in my opinion, can do very, very well, and it's at rock bottom levels. You can see the consolidation that it has formed, and this is one that I've bought today. I bought $10,000 worth of 𝗲𝗫 network just today, because I think the gains can be 2, 3, 4x in the next coming weeks. I do see the potential of this getting squeezed out. This is the interest zone where I'm interested in allocating some of my capital from other profits that I made from Bitcoin holding, putting a little bit diversified. I got some DAG network yesterday. I got some 𝗲𝗫 today. I'm dipping my toes on good crypto projects that haven't squeezed out just yet. The ones that have squeezed out, I'm not interested, right? I want to be inside of the squeeze, not jumping into the squeeze. I already want to be positioned. So this is why here on the channel, we try and detect those ones that are still at rock bottom levels. And this doesn't mean that if I talk about this crypto, it's going to squeeze out from tomorrow. Maybe yes, but it means it's a good buying zone, and make sure to hold on to a potential 10% unrealized loss, maybe 20%, right? That would be the most aggressive scenario, but you're not buying up here and you're going to be at a 50% unrealized loss, right? The losses, you can maintain them very nicely for a few weeks. Just chill, all right? This is just chill. It's what happens, right? You're not going to buy the exact bottom, okay? So you need to hold on to those small little bumps, right, that you do have from a consolidation. 𝗲𝗫 network, great crypto project. I've been looking at this one already throughout the last few months, but I decided to allocate today a little bit on 𝗲𝗫 network just because I love the chart. The project is great on its own, and the chart looks amazing. This is a full recipe to get the squeeze out, guys. I know this looks dead, right? When you do take a look at this crypto project, for example, right? Let's just rewind here and go back here to this area and say, nobody wants to buy this. This is dead. This is at rock bottom levels from the bear market. I mean, this was an incredibly volatile spike to the upside, but we are interested in buying some of these cryptos when they're at rock bottom levels. Nobody wants to buy this. This is dead. No, of course it's not. This is ready to get a push to the upside at some point. This is going to squeeze to the upside. Well, this has only been the initial rally, the initial trap rally, right? The disbelief rally. This is kind of the last chance. I can already tell you there's high probability, much higher probability, this consolidating at rock bottom levels to squeeze to the upside in the coming weeks than squeezing down. There's no squeezing down on this. This is like rock bottom levels. However, be aware that we might be buying, okay? We might be buying at a zone where we still could be getting a small little pullbacks, okay? It's like buying here. It's like buying here back in July, August of 2023, right? You can buy here and be in slight losses for a few weeks. You can buy here and be in losses for a few weeks, okay? Once it goes, it's going to go big time. It's going to do a 2-3x in a matter of a blink of an eye. And then is when you already want to be positioned, okay? But hold on, this might get a little bit more consolidating. The party maybe hasn't finished here on this consolidation. But once it goes, it's going to go big time. And if you don't get in, it will leave without you, right? And if you FOMO in, you're just being aware of buying late and getting sharp pullbacks, right? But if you bought here, at least you're not going to be in a loss on the major pullbacks, okay? So it's a great zone to buy 𝗲𝗫 network in this case. Also, we are talking about 𝗬𝗫 protocol is also good. I think 𝗬𝗫 has got a little bit of a squeeze to the upside. If we take a look at 𝗬𝗫 protocol, also great project. 𝗬𝗏 protocol still at an okay buying zone. I have to say, it's still at an okay accumulation area, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Take it with a pinch of salt. You know, you need to be ready for some small little pullbacks and consolidations. 𝗬𝗏 protocol is a great altcoin project. I'll go through comment section, guys. But yeah, there's so many good ones, guys. So many good ones. And it's understanding that, hey, we are moving throughout the cycle like this. Right? This is the cheat sheet of the cryptocurrency bull run. A lot of altcoins will look dead. We need to spot those good crypto projects because Bitcoin's already broken all-time high. Bitcoin dominance is still continuing to the upside despite the corrective move. This is going to flip at some point, guys. It's going to flip and we're going to see altcoins going, making an absolute rocket. And we want to be positioned, right? It's like the last warning, right? I'm gonna start getting those thumbnails and those crazy titles of, the last warning that I'm gonna make in my life. But it is like that, guys. I want the people to jump in early, not jump in late. I was one of the only guys because I was checking out through other crypto influencers that were going absolutely nuts on altcoins and bull market and everything like that, throughout January and February. And I was saying, guys, stay away of buying the pump that we had in Q1 of 2024. You can check out the live streams from Q1 of 2024. Stay away from this. We're going to have a really sharp pullback in the next coming months, which will give us the best opportunity, the second and last opportunity to buy in. And I saw many people talking render as well, that there's some large, I'm not going to say any names of eventually, but this makes me really sad because they have a big audience talking about buying render at $10-12 when it was breaking its previous all-time high. And I'm thinking, you must be out of your mind. You're going to get your audience wrecked. Don't do that. We do not do that on this channel. We try and spot the rock bottom levels before we get the major pump, okay? Before we get the major pump, we try and spot those rock bottom levels. Anyway, if you want to buy 𝗬𝗏 protocol, you do have it available also on Bluffing, guys. You do have it on Bybit. I think, 𝗬𝗏 protocol is on 𝗬𝗏𝗃cie, Bybit on Bluffing. Bluffing, we got the competition, guys. You do get 10% cash back. Make sure to join Bluffing right away and the competition, as we can get a piece of the cake from the prize pool, guys. You got the fastest sign up on Bluffing with a 10% cash back on your deposit. So we can focus on Bitcoin. We can take a look at some Pac-Man, my man. It seems like you know who I'm talking about. Seems like you know what I'm talking about. Let's go through some altcoins from the community, because the last few days I'm all ears right now, guys. I'm all ears based on altcoins. It's going to be a bumpy ride. It will be bumpy if Bitcoin gets those corrections, okay? But we're still early. Bitcoin dominance getting the rally throughout the last few days. It is still early, all right? We need those pullbacks. Bitcoin has gone up like crazy. Let's go right away through the Aptos, my man. Let's go. Yeah, Aptos is also a good project. Let's take a look at some altcoins, guys, because we want to try and detect the ones that haven't squeezed out, right? The ones that haven't squeezed out yet. They're at rock bottom levels. Mid-cap coins preferably, right? High cap, mid-cap coins, even some low caps. I would be interested if they are good. So let's take a look at that right away with the people in the comment section. IMX. Okay, let's start off. All right, we're going to start pulling up some charts, and I'm just going to give you my quick opinion on looking at the chart without any RSI, oversold, and any other fancy indicators. It is simple to detect where you are at rock bottom levels, right? There's multiple charts from the previous cycle where we can detect, all right, rock bottom levels. It's basically coming from a bear market and finding, okay, the disbelief rally, right? Bear market. First disbelief rally, just so you know, this was exactly in Q1 of 2024 where we saw something very similar. It's just like every single cycle. I was saying, guys, Q1 reminds me of this. Q1 of this year, the rally that we had in January, February, all the way up to March, April, some altcoins was exactly this rally right over here. And I couldn't stress that enough. I was saying, guys, we're going to get another opportunity. It's going to come down. Don't FOMO into this pump. So this is what we got here on Cardano from the previous cycle, right? So when we do take a look, you know, there we go. You know, like I said, this is the disbelief rally movement back down. We already gained the squeeze out in the case of Cardano. So this is already initial legs of bull market, which I would expect to continue in the next coming months on the altcoins. So let's take a look at those altcoins right away, guys, and we'll try and detect if they are a good buying zone or not. All right, let's go right away through comment section. Let's choose. Andy, can you take a look at STX? Says A's. Right, let's go right away. Thanks for your work here. I am watching from Germany. What are you thinking about SLP? SLP, that is 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫, if I'm not mistaken. That is an altcoin that is from the 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗃𝗍∞ game. I know, right. I'm going to go in order here through comment section, guys, and we just jump into some altcoins. 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫, I know there is inflation on this. It's, you know, infinite supply. What is my thought on it? Well, unless there is the gaming is still going on. I know it's a token inside of the 𝗖𝗆𝗃𝗍∞ game. Massive inflation. Yeah, the chart does look very good. Just looking at the chart, it looks pretty okay. I'm not sure if the game is pretty much active, or, you know, there's no players on 𝗖𝗆𝗃𝗍∞ anymore. SLP, 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗆𝗃. It is a relatively low market cap. It is an inflationary token. I'm not sure about the tokenomics. It does have the volatility, very choppy chart indeed. But it does look pretty okay regarding chart analysis. Regarding the pump and dump that we had throughout Q1 and Q2 of this year. It does look like it is rounding off here. When we have the altcoin season, every single crap coin is going to pump. Every single crappy coin. There will be a couple of them that won't do anything, but most of them will. An altcoin season is an altcoin season for every single coin. I mean, look at this one. This one did absolutely crazy pumps. So I have to say, looking at this, on this consolidation, you know, without a doubt, the selling pressure here is exhausted. So it does look like it wants to squeeze out from this area to the upside. Now the question is, you know, will we manage to get one more leg down and sweep the lows? That is my question always before we get the breakout from a major consolidation. So, you know, DCAing this zone is the thing to do. You don't, if you come down to the low, take it as an opportunity, take it as a spring point, because this is highly likely that it's going to get bought back up instead of breaking down here. So, you know, the lows from a range are an opportunity zone, in my opinion, right? Especially where we at right now. You know, we know what's going to happen, guys. The fact that it doesn't happen right now in the next coming days on a few altcoins is good. You know, it happens to me emotionally. Like, why are my altcoin bags pumping? Why isn't this one pumping? It's just timing. It's just timing. We got the first ones pumping out first. Bitcoin being number one. That's already sorted. We've done that. Bitcoin just traded at $90,000 today. So Bitcoin phase one. Bitcoin is phase one. Then you get Solana, Ethereum, L1s that are already popping out. Look at Cardano the last few days. That is large caps. Those are the ones that are popping out. Then the mid caps and low caps are going to take a bit of time. They are going to take a bit of time. The speculation right now is in the high caps, right? Bitcoin and high caps. So we just need to give it a little bit of time. It can take weeks before these start popping to the upside. And it's just the nature of the market. So let's take a look at some other altcoins right away, legends. Algorand, epic project. Algorand did have some issues throughout the last few months, I was going to say, but no, this was actually last year. Algorand had some devastating news. regarding the team and rest of it. But I think Algorand popped out from the lower high resistance. Obviously, it's a high cap coin, L1 high cap coin. It's already getting the squeeze to the upside. Now, it is getting a bit of a pullback, and I would be very much interested in this pullback, looking at certain levels. This is a very good project, without a doubt. And my goodness, if you wanted to buy the low was at 10 cents, without a doubt. You know, this was the low. Coming down to the C19, and I'll take a look at the super chat right away, my man. Just give me a second, just analyzing, you know, Algorand here. Sweep up the low of the C19 crash. Wow, if you wanted to buy the low, there you had it. You had the low right over here. And we did get a second opportunity throughout the last few weeks. Still think that these are relatively cheap prices. But if you wanted to buy the bottom, yeah, it was the 10-cent zone, which is a liquidity grab, right? Or an SFP, failed auction, right? From the lows of the bear market of 2020, right? Where we had the C19 crash. So Algorand ready for the squeeze. Let's just analyze, you know, in simple matters. You get the first initial disbelief rally, the retracement giving you the second and last opportunity. We're already seeing those signs here of the market going to absolutely rip in the coming weeks, guys. You will not believe it till you see it. And I know it seems unreal right now that I believe that the market is going to do this at some point. You know, you won't believe it till you see it. So Algorand is without a doubt a good bet. Getting a bit of a pullback right now. Would be nice to see one sharp correction here. I mean, it is trying to maintain this level of resistance into support. It's still a very shallow pullback, but it could just continue the momentum. Not easy, I have to say. This is not an easy long, guys. Not an easy long. You know, regarding altcoins, I hardly trade altcoins, guys. I really hardly trade altcoins. We can take a look at some scalping day trading opportunities, but mainly on altcoins, I would rather buy and hold because they just are another game. They're a little bit more volatile. You get lots of pumps and dumps. I would rather buy, realizing that this is a great buying zone on the higher time frame, and then eventually look for to maintain the bags if I'm in a loss, in an unrealized loss. You just need to hold on to the bags. Hold on to the bags on this internal range, right? It doesn't matter if you buy ever so slightly higher here or ever so slightly lower. It's going to be ranging for a bit, and once it starts ripping, you're already in a good position. All right, doesn't mean that we're going to rip from tomorrow. It might be a couple of weeks till this one actually starts moving with strong momentum. So yeah, regarding setups on the lower time frames, what can I say? You know, let's just analyze this sharp pullback that we had, and I will take a look at the super chats, guys. Here, just bear with me 1 second. I am taking a look at some altcoins here from the comment section. But as default strategy, which is the best strategy in a big bull run, in a big long, you know, in a big uptrend, is realizing the lower high resistance breakout strategy from deep corrections, right? Now this one is ever so slightly steeper. It's a very steep corrective move, I have to say. We don't want it that steep. We want it, you know, pretty nice here in a consolidation. It is too steep to form a lower high for a breakout here, basically. A little bit too steep. There's two options here, in my opinion. There's two options regarding a trading setup on Algorand. Is sweep up those lows from early this morning, right, from a few hours ago. Sweep up the lows and look for either the double bottom, and if it breaks that, sweep, you know, look at a sweep from these lows. If the price of Algorand manages to break down here, this is an epic long area. This is an epic long, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We see them consistently. Look at the sweep of these lows right there. Sweep of the lows, bang. And not even that, bang, bang, right? So this is what we get in bull market. You get sweeps of liquidity. People get over bullish. We are seeing the extreme and greed index going through the roof here. Look at the fear and greed index, 80. We're going to get these sharp pullbacks. Nothing to be worried about. They're just quick, long squeezes. And it's just going to give you another chance to get in on the retracement. If you got into this SFP, if I would have said here on Algorand, right over here, guys, if we sweep up the lows right over here, I think it's going to be a good long setup, right? And you get the price just continue to the upside. It's like, we ain't going to sweep them. It's not going to happen. Set the alerts right there on Tradingview. Right click, alerts, okay? Right click right over here and set alert. Hang on a second. Where's my alerts? All right, sorry, it's because it's on replay. It won't let me, okay. I was going crazy there. I've got the replay here. This is why I couldn't set the alert. But anyway, right click, set the alert. You will see it right over here, but I've got the replay on now, so it won't pop out. And just be ready for that liquidity grab, right? Because you do get them. You do get them. You get the wick, bang, entry point, entry, stop loss. You're targeting the highs. You got your entry zone, and you look for the price to build up throughout the next coming hours or even a couple of days, right? So that's what I would be looking at here for Algorand regarding the, a good possible long trading setup. And you do get the long squeezes. Long squeezes do happen. So we got the price action slowly building up in this epic uptrend. And we've had a pretty nice rally throughout the last few days as well on Algorand. So what is next for Algorand? Eventually these lows. These are very, very attractive. Very attractive lows. And we're very much close to those lows. So I would say right click, set the alerts in this area so you can get alerted once the price creates that liquidity grab, that long squeeze. Just like we did right over here from these higher lows. Long squeeze. The faster it is, the better. The faster it is, the better, right? It's the massive fear moment. It's a liquidity grab. If you build up to that level, like build up, I mean coming down very solidly in a descending channel or descending triangle structure, it's not going to be looking that great. The faster the move is, the better. So it's just getting ready. Right click, add alert to see if you get a sweep of those lows. I would be interested myself just on Algorand to see if we do get that liquidity grab. So anyway, let's take a look at some different altcoins here. Let's take a look at different altcoins. But before we continue with the altcoins, I need everybody right now in a matter of 5 seconds. Oh, we got almost to 500 likes. We can get to 500 likes, guys. Let's see that like button getting absolutely squeezed right now all together. We can pump above 500 likes in a matter of 5 seconds. I am sure about it. I am very sure about it. We got 450 likes at the moment. We can get to 500 likes, guys. Let's go. Wow. In a matter of a few seconds, there it is. Smashing through the 500. Let's go through comment section. You deserve it, guys. You deserve it. We can jump into some altcoins right away. Done, says Soccer. Thank you very much, my man. Aptos, my man, Andy. Okay, Aptos, let's go. I wish I could do all of these coins very, very quickly and look at, different liquidity grabs and, opportunities, right? Signs of strength. And it does take a lot of time, guys. I mean, this is just over my head, right? I would realize that this would be an epic long position if it manages to sweep up these lows. Will we get that? I don't know, guys. But, it's worth having the alert set because then you get the alert on the phone and you're ready to take action based on the analysis that you've made. And you got a stop loss level beneath the low of the wick, right? And you're targeting the highs potentially in the next coming day. So it's just getting ready for the situation. Let's go right away and take a look at Aptos here for one of my brothers here in the comment section. Let's go right away and take a look at Aptos. What's going on with Aptos? Woo! Aptos right away. We've got 1,200 people on the stream. Absolutely epic, guys. If you are interested in buying some altcoins, right, getting ready for this cryptocurrency bull run, Bitcoin or any altcoins mentioned here, you do have Bybit, of course. Bybit is my #1 crypto trading platform. Been trading there for over 5 years. But you also got Bluffin, where you have the fastest sign up, right? Email and password. You have proof of reserves, so they don't do anything fishy. You got a 10% cash back from your initial deposit. And there is a competition going on that has started today that you can register right away with the link down below, guys. Third link down below, Bluffin. You have hundreds of altcoins, and there is a lot of liquidity there, so you don't get any weird movements on the chart, okay? Check out Bluffin, guys. Great alternative from Bybit. Let's go right away and take a look at Aptos. On the chart, APT, if I'm not mistaken, has ticker symbol. What is Aptos? Aptos ticker symbol, I think, is APT. Yeah, there it is. APT, let's take a look at this one. Okay. I mean, this one's already moving up quite nicely, huh? This one's already moving up quite nicely. Interesting. We will zoom in on the lower time frames and analyze the internal levels of support. But this one already popped out from the drop of the 5th of August right there. 5th of August, the low. I mean, the 5th of August was the low, guys, right? It's kind of this was the recession by the looks of things, right? People were panicking. People were freaking out because of the drop. And we actually said on the channel, hey guys, this could be the low because of the high volume, right? When we take, sorry about this, guys, but I need to give that explanation. We were very much aware that, guys, this could be the low. When you have a spike in high volume, right, from a major consolidation, a lot of the times it is the low, especially when you have panic, right? This might have been the Black Swan event right over there, right? You know, when you do take a look at the C19 crash, oh my goodness, and the volume has nothing to do with the volume that we do have from now. Very small volume, but you did have this spike in volume there. C19 crash, the world's going to crap. It was the bottom. We had the Japanese stock market crash, right? That did have a major effect on major other markets. The drop was significant. I mean, this was it, right? This was the recession, right? Couple of days. So anyway, talking about that, we can see the low formed here with a beautiful swing failure pattern. If you want to buy the bottom, I mean, this was the bottom. I was buying a few things, but I didn't. You know, if you wanted to buy the bottom, it was right over there on the 5th of August crash. So analyzing these waves to the upside from the initial bottom from the 5th of August, you got a 1 wave, a 2, a 3, a 4, right? And a 5. Is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an expanding diagonal? Is it an ascending broadening wedge, which is creating a fake out now to the upside? And this is just going to be the top, and we're going to roll back down here, right? In a 5 wave move, right? An ascending megaphone pattern with a fake out to the upside or broadening wedge. I don't think so. I think this could be a building up of multiple 1, 2. Sorry guys, I'm going to go through also the super chats. I got a few super chats here, right? My bad. I got a few super chats, so I will be going through the super chats right away in a few seconds, okay? But regarding Aptos, just remaining patient. I think a little bit more of a pullback here would be the ideal scenario. I do see here a chance of this being a wave 1, wave 2, and another wave 1 and 2, and this is just going to absolutely rip here to the upside in the next coming weeks. But it would be nice to get a bit more of pullbacks here, to be honest. Solid level of resistance right over here that could be flipping into support. Any breakdown from this area, I think, could be an opportunity zone, right? It will not be a sign of weakness. If we do this, this is going to be the zone to buy in. And it could happen without a doubt, right? We just had a very, very strong rally to the upside. I think getting to this order block and potentially most aggressively sweep up these lows would be the ideal. It would just be that quick long squeeze, guys. It does happen on major uptrends. People FOMOing late, get into the projects, you get the long squeeze, and then you get the continuation to the upside. So just be ready for that scenario. This area on Aptos between the $10 and $11.50 would be the ideal zone of, you know, getting into cheaper Aptos on the pullback. I would even consider the lows of today to create a failed auction. Basically test the lows, and if we do not go to lower levels, if you get back above the level, you know, consider that lower high resistance wedgie structure to again get the breakout. So let's analyze a little bit here this corrective move. If you want the most conservative strategy here on this, it is breaking out from the wedge, breaking out from the lower high resistance. So yeah, we just don't really know what's going to play out. We just don't really know what's going to play out. So we're going to have to go with either lower high resistance or failed auction right there. And this would be a great buying zone. You could get supported from the lows right there, create a failed auction from the low, be ready to hop into the trade with low leverage. Or the most conservative is breakout and look for the momentum to continue. Either, you know, buying on spot or low leverage, right? A 2-3x leverage, long in, stop loss inside of the channel. You're targeting the highs to start collecting the profits. You know, keeping it in a relatively simple strategy here. Looking for these different setups, right? We don't need any fancy indicators. You know, it's a liquidity game and it's a sign of strength game. You get your breakout from trend here from a zigzag corrective structure. You don't need any fancy indicators to realize, you know, that you are getting a sign of strength. And if you're getting into a liquidity grab, you just need to get back above the low to realize that it's a, you know, it's a sign of strength and it's a liquidity grab, and you're looking for that long position to continue to the upside. So let's go right away through the comment section. I got a few super chats here. Let me go right away and and go through the super chat here, guys. My bad. Got a super chat here from ID, says XRP please. Let's take a look at XRP. Let's take a look at XRP right away. Why not? Bitcoin is maintaining that low, I have to be honest. Maintaining that low. Looks like it wants to hold this low over here. It did get a back test. It did get a back test from the level. It wants to bounce. Let's take a look at XRP because of the super chat, guys, right away. What do I think about XRP? I know 𝗕𝗏𝘆𝗽 is very bullish on XRP. Look at this about these long squeezes. The long squeezes do happen, guys. You want to be extremely cautious with those long squeezes because they happen. Don't FOMO into the pumps. Look for breakout strategies. Look for liquidity grabs. I mean, this was not much of a liquidity grab from a low on XRP, but if you FOMO in on the pumps, this just today got a drop of 12-13%. You know, if you're using a 9x leverage already here, long in late, you're going to get liquidated unless you're adding to the position very aggressively, which is a dangerous game without a doubt. So XRP, I can give you good news on XRP. I can give you bad news. What do you want? I can give you good news or bad news. I will check the super chat later on, guys. Come on, if we do super chat a lot of altcoins, it does take time to do analysis. I can do an overall, you know, basic analysis. If I want to do proper analysis, I'm going to be at least 15-20 minutes till we get levels and waves and scenarios, okay? It's just on live streams, we keep it a little bit entertaining. but realistic with basic analysis, understanding, you know, where could be a good long or good short or a good buying zone. We got bad news for XRP. Well, bad news for XRP is that we will not reach the previous all-time high, right? There is a chance of not reaching the previous all-time high because we did not reach the previous all-time high from the other cycle, right? So could we have a pump right there, get above $1, and then that would be the peak, right? And then it comes back down, right? And we're just forming a kind of a lower high dying coin right there. Or we have the extreme bullish case scenario where we are in a massive corrective triangle structure here, in a ABCDE right there, looking at the logarithmic, right? This is like the multi-year cycle where we have a triangle, 2013, 14, 15, boom, 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 16, massive breakout throughout 2017. And now you have the multi-year consolidation before we get the epic breakout on XRP that will take us to $20, $30, $40, right? Where you have that massive multi-year consolidation in a triangle, which is an ABCDE, right? You got the A, B, C, D, E, and it's just ready to pop as we entering this super cycle, right? It is a possibility. I know XRP has a massive army, and maybe this is the cycle that you're actually going to see XRP manage to break the all-time highs from 2017, which is currently at $3.60 approximately, right? $3 something. So big multi-year consolidation on XRP that is just getting ready for the explosive breakout that could take us finally to $20, $30, right? You know what most of the XRP army is expecting, right? To XRP outperform most of the cryptos. Not too sure about that. There is a possibility, I have to say. There is a chance. There is a chance this might be the super cycle for XRP, taking that into consideration. And then, you know, the devastating news would be just not having enough power, entering into a recession in 2025, and just seeing the crypto bull market peaking out already in Q1 to Q2 of 2025, right? Not managing to have that wave, right? But there is a lot of speculation that we're going to see a lot of inflation. We're going to see the money printer go on again, and there's going to be money print, you know, there's going to be a lot of inflation. And when there is inflation, people want to have their money on, you know, safe havens, right? Or on high risk assets that they want to protect their capital. And crypto is without a doubt one of the best ones. We have seen that throughout the C19 and the inflation that we had throughout 2021, right? And 2022, which inflation went through the roof, right? They were saying it was 10% inflation, but then you see the prices of everything, services, supermarket, right? Going to the supermarket and seeing actually prices that have doubled in price. So like 100% inflation, right? In 1 year. We've seen that, we've witnessed. Don't believe that it's 10%. It is much higher than that. Prices were 40, 50, even 80% higher than previous years, right? So inflation was very damaging throughout 2020 and 2021. It was insane. So they say it's 10%, they say it's 8%. Yeah, well, it doesn't say that when we do actually purchase stuff, right? It's much higher than that. 1 trillion XRP. 1 trillion XRP. No, if we do go to $20, what do you mean in market capitalization? Let's do the math here. Let's do the math. If XRP goes to currently 65 cents to 50. Actually, it is a 37 billion market capitalization. So $20 XRP would be a 30 odd X from here. It doesn't make sense that XRP would go to $1 trillion. I mean, only if we have massive inflation and we get 10, 20 trillion dollars printed, I would see a chance of it going to 500 billion maybe. Only if we get hyperinflation. But you are correct. You are right. I'm out of my mind thinking that XRP could go to $20, yet alone $5, yet alone. I'm not an XRP fan. Okay, far away from it. I've actually never bought XRP. I've never had XRP in my portfolio, and I think I never will. So I mean, this is out of speculation that it might be the moment that it does break the all-time high of 2017 based on that corrective structure. But staying grounded and realistic, a 1 trillion market cap on XRP, I don't think so. Probably not. XRP to one max, I also think so. I do think that XRP is not even going to reach the all-time high from 2021. So hitting just about $1 makes sense. It does make sense. It does make sense. The extreme bullish case scenario, but is that multi-year consolidation. I don't see this going to $20 to be honest. Okay, but could it be? I mean, it all depends on the situation worldwide. If we do get hyperinflation, we're going to see coins fly, right? It's very much possible. So let's take a look at the next super chat here from my man 𝗤𝗫. My brother, how are you doing? Got 20k, need to turn it into 50k. Should I go alt or layer 1? Woo! That is a very, very good question. You're putting me into a lot of pressure. But if I were, if I had 20k and I would look to flip it into $50,000, I would definitely go with good L1 project or an altcoin project. If you ask me, I'm going to say Chainlink. That is just over a 2x. You're saying that you're happy with a 2.5x. I think Chainlink has the chance, a very high chance in doing a 2.5x. It's going to be boring, but in my opinion, it will manage to make at least a 2.5x. And it does make sense with that projection, okay? We got a wave 1. If you say to me, I would have it on Chainlink, me personally, just because and this is my opinion, my biggest altcoin holding is Chainlink. I got more Chainlink than Ethereum. So Chainlink is my number 1 altcoin bag. And I'm just looking for a 3, 4, 5x. Okay, I'm just looking for a flip because I haven't got $20,000 or $100,000 invested in Chainlink. I got quite a bit more than that. So I'm very much happy with the 3, 4x flip here on Chainlink, which I think is very likely going to happen. So if you ask me, right, for a kind of a, hey, 20k to 50k, you're not too greedy, you're not looking for a 20x or a 30x, realistic, you're grounded, 2.5x, absolutely. I do think there is an extreme high chance, and it would have been better to buy a few weeks ago eventually, as we did mention, right? You got this red box here we had this red box for many weeks saying, guys, this is the zone. Every time you dip down below the $10, it's the buying zone. I still think it's relatively okay. Just be ready for any pullbacks. Just be ready for some pullbacks. I'm not saying you to buy this. I'm saying you what I've got and what I believe that this could do in the next coming weeks. We're talking about weeks right now, not months. We're talking weeks now, guys, because yeah, time is running out. We used to talk about months. We used to talk about the next 12 to 18 months many months ago. It's starting to be weeks right now. Time is running out before we get the major swings. And when we take into consideration the Chainlink chart to give you the explanation, because I don't like saying this, but I'm going to say we have been nailing it with Chainlink. We realized the accumulation area. We realized the top at the $20 range, and we realized the second and last opportunity here throughout the last few months, which is below $10. These boxes have been here for many months, and that is the zones of opportunity. which of course, if I believe that this is an opportunity zone, I do believe that we're going to smash throughout the highs from March, which is above $22. So that's already almost a 2x from current price levels. Almost, not quite, but almost. But I would be expecting a successful breakout. Why do I expect a successful breakout? Because when we take a look at the cycles from a massive run up here back in 2020 and 21, the big bear market of 22, the reaccumulation of 2023, the initial pump disbelief rally, which usually is a wave 1 on regarding Elliott wave theory, then you have the wave 2 that has formed throughout the last few months. What happens when you have a wave 1 and a wave 2, which is the next wave that comes? Obviously it's that wave 3, the most impulsive, the most aggressive. And everything points out with the timing that is the next wave that is going to happen, right? The wave 3. The wave 3, the most aggressive, the most impulsive, the best wave that there is, right? The wave 3. And we are starting the wave 3. We're just in the initial first legs of the wave 3. And of course, this how long is this wave 3 going to take? You may ask. It's all about the timing. It's all about understanding the timing. Let's take a look at the low. When was the low in from the spring point, which we detected at the $5 on the stream? I'm going to get that stream out, guys. I have to, because I always pull out Chainlink. I said, we were talking about the 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗽 accumulation here. Guys, we're forming, and I bought Chainlink at $6, $7, even scratched some, slightly above $5. I didn't actually buy below $5. Let's be honest. I didn't buy the bottom, but close to it. Close to buying the bottom. But what we were talking about is this bad boy right over here. Guys, Chainlink, we'll pull out that chart. We'll pull out that live stream, guys. Anybody that is here, I know a lot of you, I was having 300-400 views on my streams back, back a year ago. I've got 1,200. This is when you know that you're in bull market, when views go up like crazy. But you're still not late, guys. I have to say, you're not late. You're a little bit late, but not extremely late. Okay, there is still opportunities and still gains to be made. But basically, we had a spring point from the 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗽 accumulation. And I will find that stream, guys, of me confidently saying, guys, we are at the spring point. This is highly likely, because I'm never say that, guys, this is the bottom. Highly likely that this is the bottom. It's the best buying opportunity. Spring point, where you sweep up the lows and it gives you the best buying opportunity. Right there. I will pull out that live stream at some point. It must have been the second week of June of 2023 or so when we created the spring point. But we basically swept up the lows right over here after a massive bear market accumulation. Spring point, bang, absolutely off to the races months after that, right? So realizing this scenario, accumulation, first leg to the upside, wave 2, you're looking for that wave 3, and most commonly a wave 3 extends at a bare minimum to the 1.618 extension from your wave 1 to your end of your wave 2. And it is approximately $37. So I would say that Chainlink at a bare minimum in this cycle would hit round about $37, $38. And that is the third wave. Eventually, I'm expecting a 5th wave, right? That could be hitting all-time highs. We could have an extended 5th wave. We could have an extended 3rd wave. I mean, 1.618 extension is like the minimum target zone for the 3rd wave that I would be expecting. But a 3rd wave can go to the 2.618. It can go to the 3.618. There's really no limit for a 3rd wave, especially in a hyped up bull run. So this is like a bare minimum target. And going to $37 is actually making more than a 2.5x from current prices. So if you ask me, my man, no financial advice. I have a lot of money invested in this. I am betting on this. Of course, I have bought at cheaper levels, I have to say. So I don't mind pullbacks from here. But if you were to ask me if I wanted a safer bet instead of a risky low cap coin, and maybe Bitcoin is not going to be the one that makes you a 2.5x in the next coming weeks, I would have to go down a little bit the rabbit hole, you know, go with a large L1s or large cap coins that have a good fundamental base, and that has to be Chainlink to give you at least a 2-3 to 1 risk reward, right? Or basically a 2-3x. That is my opinion. That's the one I like. I analyzed the waves. I analyzed the situation. We knew the levels. We knew the highs. We knew the lows. And I would expect this to get the next leg up in the next coming weeks. Okay, we're not talking months now, which will be a couple of months potentially, but it is already starting to be weeks. Okay, so that is my opinion on that. I will be ready. I will be screaming from previous live streams on the next live streams once XRP. Once Chainlink gets above $30, we'll be like, guys, it's happening, right? It's happening. Anyway, let's go. Continue through the comment section right away. Stacking quant for life, says Panda. That's interesting. That's interesting. A lot of comments here. I got another super chat, guys. Hola Andy, Dios te bendiga. What is Shiba Inu doing? My man, Brian, ¿cómo estás, hermano? Mucho amor para ti. Let's take a look at Shiba. We did take a look at SHIB before, at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, regarding Shiba Inu, pump, dump. Yeah, this is very likely building a multiple 1-2, and it's just inside of the third wave. I would expect this to continue to the upside. Would expect Shiba Inu to continue to the upside very aggressively. Where do we have it? Shiba Inu. Just because from the lows of the bear market here, but we got the first initial wave to the upside. Then this corrective move. I mean, this could go absolutely bananas. If this is your first wave 1 that was formed in Q1 of this year, whew, this is a very powerful wave 1, I have to say. You know, you are looking for the wave 3 to be pretty powerful. You know, at a bare minimum, hitting the 7-4 zone, which would be around about a 3x from here, from this point. Eventually, you know, you're buying into the pump. We never want to buy into the pump here. But what I do like here, looking at Shiba Inu on the lower time frames, for me, it is pretty clear that we have formed a multiple 1-2 here. From the low, 1-2, 1-2. You're in the third wave right now. And you're still building up that third wave, because this cannot be a 1-2 3-4. You're overlapping. It's a double 1-2, which is very bullish. So it would be nice to see lower time frames here, a little bit of a sharp retracement. I mean, this without a doubt does look very strong. And if you are in that third wave from this point, from this triangle structure, yeah, this is A, B, C, D, E. You got a triangle. The pump starts from here. You got the first initial wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks pretty good. This looks very good, because you possibly have a finished structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a 5 wave momentum here that is finished, and you're getting that scary pullback inside of the bull run. Already hitting the 382 Fibonacci. 382 fib is what is getting resistance right now from this wave. yeah, ideally, I'm not sure if you want to, I'm not sure if you are looking for a long trade here on Shiba Inu, but it would be nice based on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get a bit more of a corrective move down to get to the 50% or maybe the golden pocket. Overall, the strategy here with this peak low would be clear for me. We don't know how low this can go on Shiba Inu, but what you can get ready is some alerts, and I'm going to set those alerts here because I need to start getting into some altcoin trades. I haven't been trading altcoins, I've just been buying them on spot, but I'm interested in taking some altcoin trades without a doubt. You know, this is opportunity of a lifetime, and these corrective moves are there to get in, guys. We're there to get in. So we set alerts and we get ready. If we were to see this as a corrective structure, this is incredibly bullish, but it could be a wave finish formation. You got the first initial leg down today. Would be nice to get one more coming down to 50% or the 618 Fibonacci. Now, I don't know which one is going to bounce, but what I do like very much is a sweep of this low over here, this higher low. If I'm going to use this level as a guidance, I'm going to use this level as a guidance to see if we do sweep it and get back above it so I can long and I can have a stop loss beneath the low. Or if it breaks down and it goes to lower levels, then I would be eyeing the golden pocket and these lows right there. Just from this small consolidation on the 1 hourly. These lows right there would be enough for me to get into the long position. It's a little bit of an order block right there. That is slightly above the golden pocket. Golden pocket would be an aggressive entry point from this last wave that we formed the last few days, but I like it on Shiba Inu. Alerts are set. I think the best thing is either a small swing long position from here with low leverage, like 2-3x, or basically buying on spot. But this would be the interest zone on Shiba Inu. Just purely based and recognizing that from this point, from this consolidation that we've had in this triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C, D, E, the initial pump started from here last Sunday, the 3rd of November, and you can count the 5 waves here, but textbook. It's a textbook 5-wave move. You can see it. You cannot make this up. It's a 5-wave move to the upside. So now the question is, will we create a flat or will we create a zigzag? I don't know. But this would be the interesting zone. 618, 50% Fibonacci area to look for that higher low formation. Or if you want to be more conservative, you basically look for a lower high, move down. If you don't want to try and catch the lows here, I mean, stop loss should be down here, or just buy on spot, or just use a 2-3x leverage, right? Be ready for a bit of volatility. Or the conservative scenario would be form the zigzag, form the descending wedgie structure, and just get into the breakout. Get into the breakout, realizing that the low could be in. Or the failed auction. Like I said, if you move down here, create the failed auction from these lows, hitting 50% Fibonacci from this rally. You know, I would say that this is the interest zone without a doubt on Shiba Inu. So I like that zone. This is the 2.1, 2.4 zone. 50% 618. You can buy or leverage trade, guys, Shiba Inu on Bybit. You can also do it on Bluffing, guys. Anybody that cannot sign up on Bybit. Bybit does have that airdrop, okay, of $500. You can use the $500 and withdraw the profits from, you know, that position, okay? That's a bonus that's still going on. Bybit is the #1 for me. Has a lot of liquidity. Been trading there for over 5 years. But another alternative is Bluffing. Bluffing has 10% cash back. There's hundreds of altcoins to trade there. You got the fastest sign up, okay? Just an email and a password, and you do get that 10% cash back, right, from your initial deposit. And there is a competition going on at the moment, which you can join our team. Our team is right there. Okay, there's over 700 members already, and there is a great prize pool. So might as well just join the team as well and get a piece of the cake if we do manage to be in the top 10, top 20, right? So let's go throughout many different altcoins here still throughout the stream. Dogecoin went absolutely bananas. Dogecoin went through the roof. Bitcoin managing to, form that double bottom. Yeah, Bitcoin is bouncing in the end from the double bottom. It back tested the level and bounced already over $2,000. Over $2,000 from that double bottom, and it actually back tested the level. Did it form any bullish CVDs, guys? I'm getting distracted here with the altcoins. Yeah, these bullish CVDs were invalidated. Basically, the ones that we formed here. Whoops. The ones that we formed here were invalidated with that movement. But then it moved down and it back tested the level. I'm not sure if Aiden in the Legends trading community, I mean, he did provide a long setup in this zone. Might have got stopped out. Not sure if you looked for the back test of this low. So it did create the double bottom and then back test the level. This is going to be a very interesting zone. It is a take profit zone without a doubt. It's a TP1 if you got into the double bottom. So you double bottom and you back test it. You just need to have a very, very squeezed stop losses. I mean, you either bounce or you don't bounce, right? And your take profit could be the lower highs right over here, and that's your take profit 1, and your take profit 2 could be all-time highs in this case. So, but your take profit 1 without a doubt should be these highs right there, because you could swing failure pattern. You got the point of control of today, if I'm not mistaken. It might have moved. Yeah, it moved. But there is a high volume node right there, lower high resistance trend. If we smash out from this trend, it's going to be looking good for the bulls. We might be hitting new highs in the next coming hours if we successfully break out from these highs, legends. It does look pretty interesting. Had to say, double bottom, back test of the double bottom. You can take the shot here because your stop loss is so small. It's so small. Your invalidation is the low. That's it. It's the low. It back tested the level and it bounced. Cheeky Bitcoin. Cheeky Bitcoin. Well, that would have been your invalidation. And I would speculate that these highs are going to be taken if anybody longed the double bottom. And this is going to be very interesting. See if it does manage to break out that trend line and break above here the double bottom neckline, right? You got a double bottom neckline. If you get a successful breakout here, the retracement is going to be looking juicy, guys, for a long. We are in uptrending market, guys. Shorts are very complex. Shorts should have been taken, in my opinion, at the double top at $90,000. Anyway, let's go right away. Continue through the comment section. Yes, sir. It's 9 a.m. in America. Absolutely awesome. It's great. 9 a.m. It's 7 p.m. here in the UAE. Andy Hoy, you be willing to look at WLD for me? Yeah, we can take a look at that. Why not? Let's take a look at some altcoins. Let's continue with some altcoins, guys. You know, there's a major opportunity. Dogecoin is going absolutely insane, guys. Absolutely insane. Look at Dogecoin. Ooh. Oh my goodness. It's going to all-time highs. It is going to all-time highs, legends. It is on the way to all-time highs. My goodness, Dogecoin. Yeah, for me, Dogecoin was very likely going to go to all-time highs anyway, just because it's the #1 meme coin. It's the Bitcoin of the meme coins. Woo! We know, guys, we want to get into these consolidations on some altcoins before they pop, guys. Before they pop, because when they pop, they go. And of course, what can we say? WOD. Dogecoin doing a 3x in just a matter of a few weeks. WLD, wow, what the heck is going on here? Oh, this is WorldCoin. 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 Why you got so many levels? WorldCoin is just testing the highs here. WorldCoin is just testing these highs. I don't like this. When you're testing the highs, it's never good. Never good. Will it break out successfully? We want to get into the pullbacks, not when we test a high, because this is rejecting. But WorldCoin, you know, or test some lows, right? Look at this. SFP from the lows right there. You test the highs, we could pull back. Not the greatest looking chart, to be honest. But yeah, it could continue the momentum as we are seeing altcoins popping aggressively. 1 2 1 2. You do have a little bit of a kind of an inverted head and shoulder, very dodgy one, a very dodgy one with a neckline here. You got a lower high resistance breakout regardless. About WorldCoin, yeah, it does look like it wants to start reversing from this point. You are trying to break out from this lower high resistance, and you're just kind of testing the neckline at the moment. It is at support. It is at support. Let's take a look if we do have a high volume node right there. Very difficult. Very difficult. But it should maintain this momentum. If this is a successful breakout, we actually should maintain this uptrend momentum. Volume is high for the successful breakout. I mean, that's a good sign already just by itself. You're getting high volume on the break of the lower high resistance. It does look like that WorldCoin could maintain this zone as support and continue to the upside. Let's go right away. Continue. 𝗬𝗍 hasn't really pumped and it looks good, says 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍𝗽. Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗍 right away. 𝗬𝗍 looks amazing. 𝗬𝗍 is an amazing project. And it looks like that it hasn't pumped just quite yet. I would be, you know, 𝗬𝗍 is in my altcoin picks. I haven't bought 𝗬𝗍, but I got a list of about 20 altcoins that I would consider accumulating. I just don't want to have 50 altcoins in my portfolio. But 𝗬𝗍 is one of them. 𝗬𝗍 is in the payment system, in the cryptocurrency industry, and I think it's, you know, it's got great partners, great roadmap. It can do very well. It can do very well, and 𝗬𝗍 does look like, you know, it's very interesting. Kind of got already the first breakout of this wedgie structure, and it was just dancing around from the neckline. So we do have another lower high resistance. It does look pretty good. You're kind of forming the same pattern on a lot of the altcoins. The kind of a descending inverted head and shoulder after a major pump, correction. 𝗬𝗍 looks pretty good, guys, for accumulating at this zone. I'm not sure if you want to long this or you want to accumulate it, but it looks pretty damn awesome. I really like this one. I am really going to consider buying this. I'm really going to consider buying 𝗬𝗍 because just realizing that we do not want to be late, guys. You know, we are seeing the high cap coins, okay, large cap coins, L1s popping. Look at Dogecoin. It's the #1 meme coin. Look at Dogecoin. We do not want to not be positioned, right? You do not want to see Dogecoin and say, oh, I missed the pump. I should have been buying the last few months, right? I missed this Dogecoin massive pump. We want to be in this area, guys. Look at this. Let's take a look. Let's take a look just so you get the idea, right? We can pull out the chart here on 𝗬𝗍, for example, and put it together. Put it together here. Look at this. And even 𝗬𝗍 has a much better volatile move back in February and March. What happens in the bull run? You have many coins lagging behind, and this is it's the pure cheat sheet, guys. I wouldn't jump into Dogecoin right now. It's done a 3x in a matter of a few weeks. We want to be ahead of the game, guys. There's going to be much more people joining the streams and much more people messaging me, which coin should I buy now? You are here for that. I think 𝗬𝗍 is a great pick, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍𝗽. Shout out to you, because it is an awesome project. So it is an awesome project. It is in my list. I didn't end up buying 𝗬𝗍. I did buy on the previous cycle, but I haven't got any 𝗬𝗍 right now. But it's in my altcoin list to add, which I haven't gone through right now. But it's one that I would add to my portfolio. And when I do see the chart here with you guys, it's we probably can get early into this up. This is a good early buy. Look at this. When we compare Dogecoin, I mean, we can't compare with Dogecoin, but it is a good crypto project. And look how the market moves very similar. It just lags behind ever so slightly, and large cap coins are already rocketing. Look at 𝗬𝗍 where it is after this consolidation corrective structure. We've been mirroring every single move. Every single move, it is at the initial stages. However, Dogecoin's done this, and 𝗬𝗍 has just done this for the moment. So, I like it. I like the idea. It looks pretty good for accumulation, either for, you know, just for a swing small long position. You can either wait for the breakout, just like Avalanche, just like many other ones, right? When you take a look at Avalanche or Cardano, right? Cardano is, you know, has to be one of the best examples from that lower high resistance, right? This is like, we are here in this very dodgy inverted head and shoulder structure, descending neckline, right? You either wait for the break of the trend line, you either wait for the breakout, boom, you get in, low leverage, 3-4x, stop loss beneath the low of the trend. You want to ride that momentum to the upside, don't you? So, yeah. I would be, I would want to ride this one as well. If you break that neckline, this is going to rip. This is going to blow your socks off, right? Just like Cardano blew your socks off. Just like Doge blew your socks off. This hasn't happened yet, so we want to be in that pump, right? Let's get ready for the party before the party ends, right? So absolutely shout out to you, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗽𝗽. This actually looks pretty awesome. You can trade 𝗬𝗍 on Bybit. You can trade 𝗬𝗍 on 𝗬𝗍 as well. I think they do have it on Bluffin, but you can buy some 𝗬𝗍 on Bybit. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, 𝗬𝗍 can be bought and leverage trading. It is available for a low leverage. Check out Bybit, guys, if you're interested in 𝗬𝗍. I mean, I am personally going to buy 𝗬𝗍. I am personally going to buy 𝗬𝗍 today. Add it to my crypto portfolio because I sold some Bitcoin. I've got some cash, so I want to buy some altcoins. Guys, check out Bybit. You do get a great bonus down below if you're interested in buying some of the altcoins. You know, that are mentioned. Bybit is a great option. If not, you have Bluffin with a 10% cashback, and there is a competition going on Bluffin as well that just started today. We've got a team. Make sure to join the team with the link down below in the description, and let's try and crush it. My man 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽 is here in the comment section. Shout out to you. Can I get your opinion on peak brand new deepen? We can take a look at that right away. Why not? Let's take a look at peak right away. Right. Peak brand new deepen. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, this one's, it seems like this one's just launched. I could do some research on this and come back on tomorrow's stream. This one's only just launched. Yeah, we have to do some proper research. This ain't going to take 5 minutes, unfortunately, through the stream. So, peak. Real, yeah, deepen. Really interesting. I will take a look. This has only just been launched by the looks of things. I will take a look at this. Thank you very much for letting me know, 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗽. I will do this in my free time, of course, after the stream, and I will come back to you. Legends, thank you very much for joining the stream. I'm going to hop off. I need to do a little bit of exercise. I've got smoke coming out of my ears. The analysis on Bitcoin, some levels and some scenarios. If we break out from this point of control, the lower high resistance, we could be heading to the new highs. Check out the first link down below. If you want to join the free Discord, you got the private Discord where we look at setups and different scenarios, okay, for the price of Bitcoin and many different altcoins. You got my analysis, 𝗕𝗏𝘆 analysis, and you have the guidance and the modules to learn how to read the charts as well. You also have the free Discord. There's a lot of people active there. It's very good to be with like-minded people, you know, looking at charts, different opportunities, and have conversations, guys, you know, just so you can share the knowledge. It's the first link to join the free Discord, guys. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.